Hello, dear friends. Behold, I am making all things new. Revelation 21:5. Opinion piece. Biblical scenario. Market crash. Final transition. Simulated chaos. Shift to free energy. Making all things new. Let's start. According to Mr. Whiplash, a grand biblical scenario is looming, simulating a third world party as part of a secret plan. However, he believes it wouldn't be a real conflict, but rather a coordinated global operation to destroy shadowy entities, dismantle financial and media control systems, and usher in a new era with a fairer economic system. It would be the largest global operation in history. The author maintains that the world will experience a grand or prophetic event, the objective of which would be to eliminate corrupt structures and replace them with quantum and divine energy, communication and financial systems. The text interprets dramatic global events as part of a hidden plan to transform the current system and replace it with a new one through a staged global crisis. He argues that during this event, massive blackouts, market crashes, martial law, and communications blackouts would occur as current systems are dismantled. Simultaneously, a new financial system backed by precious metals, quantum technology, and free energy would be introduced. All of this is presented as a transition to a positive new international order, guided by divine forces, following a period of simulated chaos. The event has many facets. According to the text, electricity, the internet, and official media would be shut down to introduce Tesla's free energy and Odin project, a quantum communication network protected by the Space Force. Project Odin is presented as a secret technology that will release information, replace communication systems, and trigger a major system collapse. As Ron Code Monkeys mentioned, Project Odin is part of Quantum Starlink and is a powerful tool for controlling platforms. The new quantum systems would be protected by secret space programs beyond the reach of the cabal. He says that something powerful will disable the controlled media satellites. This would shut down the media worldwide and transition us to quantum systems. Mr. Whiplash presents this process as part of a prophetic divine plan carried out by biblical forces and mentions 34 objectives. He also speaks of the stock market crash, the elimination of 99.5% of cryptocurrencies, and the replacement of the current financial system with one based on real assets, where ISO 20022 currencies backed by precious metals will come into effect. This would cause the stock market to collapse, and it would all be a show. He adds that during the blackout, emergency broadcasts would be activated to reveal the truth to the public. 10 countries would implement the EBS system to cover the entire world. It would all culminate in the revelation of confessions and the implementation of a global law of prosperity and freedom. Revelation. Former Congressman Matt Gaetz claims to have been briefed on a hybridization program between Earth humans and extraterrestrials. According to Ismael Perez, it has been established that if there are nuclear hostilities, Archangel Michael has said that thousands of starships will come to intervene. Stargates. According to Dr. Michael Salla, JP establishes a connection between current conflicts and the control of hidden technologies. He suggests that the intervention in the Middle East is linked to the presence of ancient sarcography containing hibernation giants and portals connecting to other realms or timelines. In his view, the mission to the moon is part of a broader agenda that includes ET contact. According to Kavamur, humans are not being attacked by malevolent non-human beings outside the parameters of a spiritual war. The problem we face is a lack of discernment about which cosmic races are here and why, because many people remain trapped in outdated, fear-based narratives. Starseeds are incarnated souls from other stars who possess additional strands of etheric DNA in their bodies that have not been detected by science. Furthermore, members of the Coalition of Worlds walk among us daily, either invisibly or manifesting as ordinary human beings. These are the biblical angles. Exotic technology. Matt Gaeth confirms that the US possesses exotic technology and has reverse engineered its weapons, which are available for use. He discusses politicians and viral clips suggesting that the government is hiding extraterrestrial technology and hybridization programs. He also mentions Tim Burchett and Ana Paulina Luna. Some politicians claim to have seen classified information that, if made public, would have a major impact. It is mentioned that they have even been denied access to facilities where this technology is stored. Claims also arise regarding the presence of extraterrestrial on Earth, hidden bases, and even hybridization programs. Gaeth says he has heard from an alleged whistleblower about a hybrid program and technology that is inexplicable by anything known on Earth. Burchett suggests that what we know about UFOs would cause chaos if revealed, and he mentions reports of anomalous objects, even in the ocean. Luna claims he visited England Air Force Base seeking information about UFOs and was denied access. She has also spoken publicly about interdimensional beings. Anomalies. President Trump dismisses Attorney General Pam Bondi. A major earthquake of magnitude 7.4 struck 130 kilometers west of Ternate, Indonesia on April 1st. Minor solar storms are occurring as Earth passes through the aftermath of a coronal mass ejection that impacted on April 1st. 9 top-level scientists died or went missing in the past year. Chinese scientists create plants like those in Avatar to power cities without electricity. Jesse Romero believes the attacks are everywhere because there are so many cults, and some people in these cults don't even know that those at the top worship Lucifer. When they feel pressured, they'll say anything to blame others. Kim Gogan says, in quotes, "Gnosticism is becoming increasingly unstable to me. I don't share it 100%, but the spirituality it contains is comforting." David Icke discusses the archons, non-human entities described in ancient Gnostic texts, and his theory that reality is not what it seems. Are we living in a simulation? Could hidden forces be influencing our perception, our control, and the world around us? Middle East. Trump claims the war in Iran will be over in 3 weeks. Iran attacked an oil tanker off the coast of Qatar. 3 LNG tankers are the first to cross the Strait of Hormuz. Gulf states are designing a network of pipelines to bypass the Strait of Hormuz. More than 40 countries join forces to reopen the strait and free 2,000 trapped ships. Russia sent 6 submarines to the Strait of Hormuz. Chechen troops have assembled to assist in Iran in the event of an invasion, while China prepares 100,000 soldiers. Russia plans to send a second oil tanker to Cuba amidst the energy crisis. Economy. Oil prices rise and the stock markets fall. Oil has just reached $110. Gold has just reached $4,789. Wall Street is in free fall, and nobody is asking the right question, according to Mr. Poole. There is no imminent recession, but the situation is fragile. The market has had a recent easy rebound, but the difficult phase begins now, because the market must demonstrate whether it can sustain this gain. Everyone is looking for a rebound, but that consensus is the problem, because when everyone expects the same thing, it usually fails. Oil prices soar as Trump promises to attack Iran. Fuel prices reach a politically sensitive level. US crude oil inventories rise by 10 million barrels. High demand for Russian oil. Russian oil exports plummet after drone attacks on Baltic ports. Asia burns more coal as liquefied natural gas prices soar. Defense stocks take an epic plunge. Private credit problems could collapse the financial system, according to Ed Dowd. An IRS whistleblower claims income tax is illegal. Oracle sent an email to thousands of employees at 6 a.m. in quotes. Today is your last day of work. And Europe. European inflation registers its biggest spikes since 2022. Hungary accuses Ukraine of violating its sovereignty. Germany and Italy propose blocking stablecoins in the EU, European Union. France approved 12% more asylum applications in 2025 than the previous year. Germany is begging Russia for energy while funding the war in Ukraine. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer believes the UK must find a way to reunify with the European Union because if it remains alone without the support and protection of the US, the British Empire risks collapsing. EU leaders are baffled by the now evident energy vulnerabilities. They halted oil and gas exploration, opted to pursue academic discourse on the concept of net zero emissions, closed their refineries, destroyed their coal-fired power plants, dismantled their nuclear power facilities, and to top it all off, voted to stop buying oil and gas from Russia. It's a suicide. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.